This is Pre-Calculus 12, Chapter 7.3. We're going to look at the extra section for the TI calculator. So let's see how to enter these functions. We have more than one term, so we need brackets around the numerator. Bracket sine x. We're squaring the ratio, so we need to put squared on the outside of the parameter and plus 1. And we're dividing by sine x. We don't need brackets around it because it's a single factor. So that's our first equation. We have 1, 2 left brackets, 1, 2 right brackets, 1 and 1. Now we enter this. Again, more than one term, we need brackets. 1 plus. Cosecant is 1 over sine. 1 divided by sine x squared. We have 1, 2 left brackets. We need 1, 2 right brackets. And we're dividing by cosecant. This is 1 over sine, but because there's more than one factor, we need to put brackets around that. We check our brackets, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're good to plot. Okay, this is just using the standard window. We're drawing the second curve. We have no idea whether the second curve is on top of the first curve or whether it's just out of the window. So what we need to do is go back to y equals. We have to draw them differently. And the way to tell is to make the second line thicker to see if we're drawing on top of the first line. So we just go to the left margin or left edge and we hit enter until we get the desired draw type and graph. Okay, and it looks like our curves match. To run a better check, you would narrow the window to make sure that they're on top of each other, but that's fine for now. Okay, they match just like this drawing here. And when they match, we say they're identical. So we need to prove this. This is not something we solve. This is something we prove. Let's look at the next example. 2 sine squared x plus 1 over sine x to cosecant squared x minus 1. Okay, let's just modify this equation rather than entering it in again. It's a flashing block. This means we're overwriting any characters that we've entered. So we want to insert a character. So we press second, delete. Now it's a flashing underscore, and we can enter a 2. Let's look at the second equation. We have 2 secant squared x minus 1. So let's delete a few characters here. Delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that. Now we can replace, actually we need insert because I deleted too much. Second insert, we want 2 divided by sine squared x, because this is 2 times 1 over sine squared x. And then we're going to scroll, and then I'm going to put a minus 1, and then we're just going to delete, 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 delete. And there's too many brackets there. This one's not necessary. Delete. Okay, now we can graph. Okay, the first curve looked similar to the last one. It was scaled a little bit differently, but the second curve is definitely different. They're different. So we must solve. And that completes this mini lesson.